Tonight on Kickoff Countdown, T.J. Hockenson reflects on making it.
Just a young guy coming in from a small town.
Eric Decker talks about playing with two Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
The right leaders, that's the focus, is doing your job, getting on the field.
And how do you tailgate with the rivals who might be your friends?
Best friends.
Kickoff Countdown starts now. I'm not going to lie to you, Chris Schaefer, as we start this broadcast. There's still time for the Minnesota Vikings, but I'm less than optimistic. 37-10 in the fourth quarter, but I don't have to be out with a bunch of Vikings fans right now. What do you got?
It's a little rough, but it was a little exciting when the former Gopher just took the field. We heard a little crowd excitement here, but let's get to the real issue here. We got the Detroit Lions next week. Who needs to start a quarterback?
Anybody but Carson Wentz.
JJ, please.
JJ. Brosmer.
JJ McCarthy, go Big Blue!
I think Kirk Cousins is available.
All right, the fans have spoken. We need a change, I think. Yeah, it's interesting how many people have actually hung in here, but yeah, it's been a rough night, and it's going to be a rough start tomorrow morning. Remember, our temperatures likely fall back to that freezing mark, but we're into the 50s and into the 60s by the weekend.
All right, we'll take it. That was a diverse crowd you just talked to with opinions, so keep their hopes up. Chris, appreciate it very much. Chris Schaefer, our Viking correspondent, reporting live from Bunnies. Well, he played for the Gophers, he played in the NFL, and he's played with some of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, and he's playing reality TV for the Special Forces. Yes, we caught up with Eric Decker. Duke Cannon, producing products for men, hired Eric Decker to do some promotional work. See, he's more than just in tune to the aroma of a locker room.
You know, they've approached me with it, and hygiene has always been an important thing. And, you know, High Country's one of their soaps. I love, like, it's a birchwood. Birchwood's in this soap. I love the smell. So for me, hygiene, smells are super important.
It brought him back to a campus where, as a freshman, he showed up and did not know what bright future was waiting for him. Were you ever surprised by how well things went when you got to the University of Minnesota?
For me, that was a driving factor, though, too. Like, okay, well, I got to prove myself. I got to work harder. And that's how I made it in my career, was I was just going to outwork people. You know, I wasn't more talented physically probably than a lot of these guys, but I was definitely going to outwork them mentally.
He took the same approach to the NFL, where he is one of only a few that called both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning his quarterback. Manning taught him in Denver.
When you're on the field, it's work time. He's going to challenge you. He's going to push you and do an extra work outside of, you know, offensive time that we get. But then once you get off the field, it's about camaraderie. It's about, you know, personal relationships. And he was good at building that with a lot of guys on the team, and he knew everyone's names. And you know, that goes a long way for a lot of people. You trust someone like that. You give your all for someone like that. And Tom, the same way. And so I think that's ultimately what you want in a leader.
He follows the Gophers and, like so many, wonders about the effects of a money-driven NIL culture.
And Minnesota's kind of stuck in the middle with it. We got, you know, obviously good athletes that come through, and PJ does a great job of really getting the most out of these guys. But then the challenge is keeping guys, because it's all about how much you paying me, right? And so that's the difference. But I do love this team. Young quarterback, you know, they always play tough.
His country-singing wife and star, Jessie, is still making music, and together they did something few couples have done. Entered a reality show, serving in the Special Forces. When your famous wife went and you did the Special Forces TV show, reality show, what did you learn from that? What was that like?
Like, when you're going through like hardships and tough times together, I mean, it's a different bond that you have. And so a lot of the cast members, actually there's a few that live in Nashville, we've gotten so much closer from doing that show. But just really special to kind of get a small inside view of what our military men and women go through to protect our country, to fight for our country and our freedom.
He also told me he probably won't do that one again. The game the nation will be watching Sunday, Pittsburgh and Green Bay. You know what that means. Aaron Rodgers has been playing some pretty good football this season for the Steelers, and this week he finally gets to bring it to the Pack, where Jordan Love has enjoyed some success again. So when the Packers see Love, do they see the influence of Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I thought he was awesome with him. He did a great job just being supportive with him, trying to give him nuggets all the time. And I think Jordan leaned into that, and just the mastery that he has of our offense.
Sunday Night Football, Packers in Pittsburgh, kickoff at 7:20. Sometime the Gophers in the NFL and Iowa all come together, like the Vikings tight end who used to play for the Hawkeyes against the Gophers. Vikings fans have come to know T.J. Hockenson as a reliable blocker and pass-catching tight end. But it took a while to get here.
T.J. Hockenson.
His career started slow at the University of Iowa, then took off. You found him in Iowa, and he developed into, obviously, he wasn't the only tight end that's developed in your program. But when you see TJ, what do you see?
TJ, his first year, was on the scout team each and every day and tortured our defense, but he was on the scout team after 2 seasons, the next 2 seasons of playing. So he left after 3 years. He was the 8th player taken in the NFL draft. So I just tell our guys, everybody kind of starts in the bottom, and then it's what you do afterwards. And TJ's a great illustration of that.
I can't say enough good things about Coach Ferentz. Just a young guy coming in and from a small town and not really knowing much about, football and especially Division I football. And then for him to be able to, teach me what he did in that short period of time that I was there and get me ready for the NFL and for the long career I've had. It's truly special.
I'm not going to lie to you, you can't help but feel the season is slipping away already. Former Gophers quarterback Max Brosmer got in the game, and get ready for JJ going forward. Tonight in LA, the Vikings defense has to keep them in it right now, and it got shredded. The first score was Justin Herbert or Oronde Gradson. It looked easy the first half. You could feel this one going in the other direction, and you were right. Kamani Vidal for 6 more. He ran for over 100. The Vikings not built for quick strike comebacks. They got one-on-one coverage. Herbert does not miss to Ladd McConkey. You think the defense was pathetic? Try the offense. Both tackles out with injury. Carson Wentz had little time to throw or to offer anything. He had no chance. He winced with pain. A disaster. Chargers 37, Vikings 10. 2 years ago, for the first time, PJ Fleck's Gophers beat Iowa. Remember that one? Cooper DeJean, who helped beat the Vikings playing for Philadelphia this past Sunday, took a punt for a game-winning touchdown, but was ruled for an illegal signal. Remember that one? This would have changed the entire season. And PJ would have never beaten Iowa ever, but they got the call and they got the win. Win or lose, Kinnick Stadium is one tough place to play.
It's incredibly loud. It's hostile. It's got great tradition. Their fans, they really care about Hawkeye football. It's a unique place to play, that's for sure.
And it's all right here on Channel 4 as it is a CBS national game with Minnesota's own Brad Nessler at the mic. 2:30 kickoff from Kinnick. I got a chance to catch up with the guy calling the game Saturday for some analysis.
They seem like they're mirror images of each other, only, Kirk's been there 3 times longer than PJ, but, they kind of build their programs around not making mistakes, tough defense, ground game, staying within a game of first place in the Big Ten is the biggest thing.
It seems to me that I'm seeing full stadiums and the same fervor for college football. Do you see that?
Hey, if you got the money and you got a really good program, people are going to want to play for you. And, I know Minnesota hasn't done maybe as much of that, but, PJ's trying to do his own culture thing and build from within. But he's got some pretty good transfer guys, too. So.
Brad Nessler calling the game on Saturday. Big part of it Saturday and every game day is tailgating, especially when opposing teams can drive to the game, like Nebraska invading Minnesota last Friday. Tailgating in college football. Nothing quite like it. And on night games that glisten with a certain sunshine, it's pretty good, even for a Gopher and Husker fan. You guys got a bet on the game?
No, not a bet yet. We'll figure this out as we go.
I suppose there's nothing you want in Nebraska.
There's absolutely nothing I want in Nebraska. Oh, they don't have hockey out in Nebraska either.
And for those that are married to each other from different sides. You are married?
We are. I grew up in Nebraska, born and raised in Nebraska.
I grew up in Minneapolis, born and raised in Minneapolis, so go Gophers.
Go Huskers.
It is the spirit of college football, a friendly rivalries, but of time spent away from everyday life. To laugh and celebrate and come together. Even more profound when you served together in Afghanistan and have not seen each other for 15 years.
even though we haven't seen each other the last forever ago, we keep in touch on a daily basis. Not a daily basis, but we try to keep in touch on a every other day basis. Yeah, you know.
So this is like the ultimate teammate, huh?
Absolutely.
I bet you learned that real quick, huh? Yeah. There are moments that a smart aleck Minnesota reporter cannot resist. What is Neb football? Is that because most people can't spell Nebraska?
I mean, maybe. Do Minnesota people even know where Nebraska is?
What are these chains about?
Supporting the team.
Dog chain.
Dog chains. Keeping it real.
Chains?
Good luck chains.
Yes, they come for different reasons, but they come for the same reason, to feel good.
We go tailgate.
What do you think of it? Fun?
Fun, love it.
Has that become a tradition for you?
We do it a lot.
And what's the best part of it?
Hanging out with friends. Just the whole environment.
And the food.
And the food.
Always the food. No one in the Pioneer League has a longer catch than St. Thomas' Quentin Cobb Butler this season. Almost no one has as many yards or touchdowns either. Ren Clayton explains why his breakout season is that much sweeter.
A lot of time. Peters wants to throw deep over in the middle. He's got Cobb Butler open in the end zone.
Quentin Cobb Butler is back where he belongs.
Just needed one under my belt to kind of get in a flow state almost.
Early last season, the first-year St. Thomas wide receiver broke his back.
It was hard at first, especially being a freshman. It's my first time living alone. Scary, especially with a spine injury.
That's behind him now, and he's all over the place, having scored 5 touchdowns in the Tommies' last 4 games. But it took a while to come around fully to the sport.
I wasn't a big football guy in high school. I wanted to play basketball in college.
Cobb Butler's uncle is former Minnesota Mr. Basketball and University of Wisconsin star Jordan Taylor.
We were like a basketball family, and then something happened in high school where I just wanted to play football.
An ambiguous event, but digging a little deeper and revealing some old high school video, and we discovered what that pivotal moment was. A sophomore year pick 6.
Walk me through what you're watching.
They ran that play every third down, really. They ran a hitch route to the sticks. That was I think my 3rd high school start, and first touchdown. That was an amazing feeling to get one. I think that was when I kind of figured out football is a sport for me, is having that feeling after scoring. Especially it was the 3rd play of the game too.
Good memories.
Yeah, yeah.
4 years later, Cobb Butler is chasing and capturing that touchdown feeling. Happy to be back.
Truly blessed to have this opportunity to play and playing at the level I'm playing right now.
Ren Clayton, WCCO Sports.
That's your kickoff countdown for the week. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow, rate, and share. Join us every Friday wherever you get your podcast to discover what's at stake on game day, from the Vikings to the Gophers and beyond. And make sure to watch the live kickoff countdown Thursday nights at 10:15 on WCCO.